Hey, Chad.
Hey, Corey.
It's great to see you again.
You as well?
Can't believe 2021 is already coming to a close, but it's been quite a year.
It sure has. It's been a year. Shall we get started?
Yes, we shall.
Well, welcome everyone to the Stockton Buddhist Church's virtual New Year's celebration.
Thank you so much for being here today. Wherever you're joining us from, we're so grateful that so many of you could join as we look back from the past year and ring in the new one. We'd love to see who's here. Introduce yourself in the chat and feel free to use the chat feature throughout the program.
We're excited to ring in the new year all together. Thanks so much for helping us out, Chad and Corey. It's great to see you two again. That's what I love so much about the BCS community, being able to return to a place that holds so many memories for me and my family. Speaking of family, I'm Megan Doi.
I'm Stephanie Doi.
And I'm Nicole Doi.
Having grown up with the BCS playing a foundational role in our lives, we were inspired to use Buddhist teachings to guide our ideation process for this year's end-of-year fundraiser and events.
Through our 3 fundraising campaigns and virtual event, we hope to inspire Sangha through community-building campaigns, interdependence to convey the importance of interconnection, albeit virtually and across the internet, and the importance of Dana through giving campaigns.
We hope that you found one event or giving campaign that has resonated with you. As we look forward to a new year, we thank you, the BCS Sangha, and our community sponsors for giving back to a place that has been a source of compassionate teachings, peace, and happiness throughout the years.
To kick us off, we're going to take a look back at 2021 with a year in review. We hope you enjoy.
With the Dharma as our foundation, that is where we start to live life, a life full of appreciation and of gratitude.
The way to end our suffering, and the Buddha showed us to follow the Eightfold Path. This is the Buddha's teaching, Four Noble Truths and Eightfold Path, as you all know.
This is weird, doing service at your home, not seeing everybody. Yeah, I know, but during the pandemic, we can't have services in the Hondo, and so OCBC is having video services, YouTube video services, for everyone to still listen to the Dharma. Whoa.
the age of 9, Shinran Shonin must have known through probably the death of his own parents and what was going on around him that tomorrow is never guaranteed. And because of his strong feelings, he recited the following poem that he made up right on the spot. And so little Shinran, at the age of 9, said, "Cherry blossoms that are felt, that to last till the morrow, may well blow away during the night."
We have to know, wisdom always comes with compassion. Wisdom always comes with compassion.
We're lucky to have had President Mike Shibata lead us through this past year. He'll now share a few words with us. Thank you for joining us, Mike.
Greetings, everyone. As president of the Buddhist Church of Stockton, I welcome and thank you for joining us in our second New Year's virtual fundraiser. Okage-sama de. Thanks to you, past and present members and friends of the temple, we are able to present today's program and are able to continue to hear, learn, and appreciate the wonderful teachings of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. As Jodo Shinshu Buddhists, we learn of impermanence, interdependency, and to live life to its fullest every day of the year. Deepest gratitude extended to everyone who participated in any aspect of the production of this event, from conception to broadcast. Sincere appreciation extended to Reverend Michael Endo for teaching us how to cook some New Year's Day dishes earlier this month. We are truly grateful to our temple members who sustain the ongoing expenses of the temple. Heartfelt appreciation to all of the sponsors of this presentation and to those who made a monetary contribution toward fulfilling our projects on the Giving Tree. We hope you enjoy the educational and entertaining aspects of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism and Japanese culture presented today. We extend our sincere appreciation to all of you for taking the time and supporting the Buddhist Church of Stockton in this year's New Year's virtual fundraiser. We hope you continue to stay safe and healthy, and we look forward to when we can meet together in person. Lastly, we extend our hope and best wishes that the Year of the Tiger be filled with peace, good health, and an abundance of happiness. Once again, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Keeping it in the family, I'd like to now pass the mic over to our Reverend Candice Shibata for a special Dharma message.
If you were wondering where all the sounds came from, you guessed right. It's coming from that bell, or also known as a bonsho, located on the temple grounds, in front of the church hondo and near the rock garden. It is the first thing one would see when entering the church gates. Let's take a closer look at the bonsho. It is also referred to as an Indian bell because bells like this originate from India. These large bells can range from 4 to 10 or more feet tall and weigh as much as 29 tons. It is suspended in a separate bell tower called a shoro. The most famous bell was one which hung in the Jetavana garden of Shakyamuni Buddha, which was said to have weighed 50 tons and whose sound reminded all who heard it of the impermanence of all things. The largest bonsho can be found at the Chion-in Temple in Kyoto, Japan, weighing 29 tons. Even though the bonsho is weathered with time and stays out in the seasonal elements all year long, it continues to be a beautiful sight to see. The bonsho was widely used in China, Korea, and Japan to summon followers to the temple and also to mark the time of the day. It is struck just above the outside lip with a section of a tree trunk. Traditionally, it was rung 10 times in the morning, 7 times in the afternoon, and 7 times in the evening. In villages and farming communities, ringing the bonsho often marked the hours of work and rest. In Japan especially, the sound of the bonsho came to be regarded as the voice of the Buddha. Following World War II, the Buddhist Church of Stockton was required to relocate due to freeway construction in 1965. On February 14, 1967, 15 acres where our current temple site was purchased for construction. On June 16, 1968, a groundbreaking ceremony was conducted for the new temple complex, which included the hondo, meeting rooms, education building, gym, social hall, and the 2 ministers' parsonages. These facilities were dedicated during services held on June 28th and 29th of 1969. The bell tower that the bonsho hangs from was dedicated on June 27, 1976. Through generous donors, Mrs. Chiku Nakashima and Miss Sanae Nakashima, the bell is able to call our church its home. A Joya-E New Year's Eve service is held on December 31st in the evening. After service, everyone looks forward to getting that once-in-a-year opportunity to ring in the new year with the bonsho. Traditionally, the bonsho is rung 108 times. Don't worry, you don't need to ring it that many times. 1 or 2 times is plenty. Here's Reverend Shibata to tell us why the bonsho is traditionally rung 108 times.
Hi everyone, my name is Reverend Candice Shibata. It's my pleasure to work with the Dharma School to talk about the bonsho, or the large bell that's right at the entrance of our temple. Many times I get asked, why do we hit the bell 108 times at the end of the New Year's Eve service? Let me explain how we get to this particular number. First, we consider the ways in which human beings interact with the world around us. This includes sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and consciousness. We take this number 6 and multiply it by 3, which represents pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral feelings. This equals 18, and we multiply this by 2, because these feelings are attached to pleasure or detached from pleasure. This equals 36. And this number is the number of passions manifested by oneself. We multiply 36 by 3, which represents the past, present, and the future. And this, my friends, equals 108 worldly passions. So I hope that this small bit of information will help you in learning about the bonsho and why we hit the bell 108 times collectively together. I hope that in the near future, we'll be able to continue this temple tradition Please continue to stay safe and well, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Reverend Candice, for sharing your message with us. Hopefully we'll see you at church for an in-person service soon.
I definitely miss the church.
Yeah, same, me too.
But even though we haven't been able to go to the church, it still takes a lot to keep it beautiful.
We'd like to thank all of the volunteers who have continued to care for the grounds while we've been away. We'd also like to thank all of you who have participated in the Giving Tree. The Giving Tree is a great opportunity to help maintain the church grounds.
You can contribute to things like enhancing the Wi-Fi, HVACs, equipment for the services, refrigerator renovations, and much more. Check out the link in the chat to donate today. Your generous contributions help us prepare the church for your return.
As we look to the new year, we'd now like to share some special messages created by the BCS community. The following are Nengajo, or New Year's greeting cards, expressing good wishes for the coming year. Corey, did you make one?
I actually did. I got one right here, but unfortunately, I was in by the deadline. So I guess I'll just have to show you right now, okay?
That was so heartwarming, Corey. Have you finished yours yet?
No, I think I'm just going to save it for next year. Hopefully I make the deadline. Just wait. I'm going to have a really elaborate one for 2023. Okay.
Okay. I'll believe it when I see it.
Besides, I have to get ready for this next origami demonstration by Megan.
Perhaps your artistic side will shine through here. I guess we'll see.
Maybe.
Thanks, Corey and Chad. As you may know, 2022 is the year of the tiger, which is third in the Chinese zodiac 12-year cycle. People born in the year of the tiger are said to be brave, competitive, and confident. You're the year of the tiger if you were born in 1926, 1938, 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, or 2010, and now 2022. Comment below if you were born in the year of the tiger or tag someone else who is. I'll be guiding you step by step through how to make a tiger origami. This is a great craft project for kids and adults, and I hope you'll follow along with me. You can add it, like I've done here, to create a nengajo, or to create a decoration for the new year. All you'll need is a black marker and a piece of origami paper. If you don't have origami paper, you can simply cut a piece of paper into a square. If you're using patterned or colored origami paper, you'll want to start on the blank side and fold from the top edge down to the bottom edge and then crease along the middle. Next, you'll take each corner and fold down to the middle to form a square. You'll take those same pieces you just folded down and fold them up about 3/4 of the way to form the ears, doing this on both sides. On both sides of the ears, there will be excess triangles that you'll fold over. The final thing you'll do on this side is fold down the top piece between the two ears to form the head. Flipping your origami over now, you're going to take the bottom edge and fold up into a triangle. After creasing, you'll go ahead and take the bottom part and fold it behind. Then the top triangle, you'll fold down just a bit to form a nose, or you can fold it all the way down to form a larger nose. You're all done folding, and we're now going to add in all the details of the tiger with our marker. I'm starting by coloring in the triangle nose, and since I did a smaller nose, I can go ahead and add a smile on my tiger. Next, I'm drawing in some eyes. Completely optional, but you can fold over the ear like I'm doing here, and then I'm coloring in the tips of both ears. Now we're going to make our tigers look a little bit more like tigers by giving them their stripes. You can do this however you'd like to do. I gave mine 3 stripes on the top of its head and 3 stripes on the sides of its face. I'm simply drawing elongated triangles and filling those in with my marker. Finally, I'm going to add some whiskers to my tiger, and you're all done. I used whiteout to create the accents on this tiger and glued it onto the front of my card. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and happy Year of the Tiger.
Well, I'm not sure if origami is my thing either, Chad, to be honest.
I think you can participate in the next one.
What's that?
A Q&A with our BCS members. You're up first. So, what's your favorite church memory?
Favorite church memory? Honestly, I think it's got to be back when I was like 3, we started those camping trips at Pinecrest. I'm not sure if you ever went to those, but those are probably one of my fondest memories. Every summer, we would all go out, do a lot of fishing, sit around the campfire, have a good time. And it's been a while since we've done that as a church, but I definitely cherish those moments.
Yeah, well, you're pulling the deep cuts, man. Back when you were 3? That's very heartwarming. Okay, my turn next.
Yeah, what's your favorite bazaar food?
I love all the food at the bazaar, man. I love the Yamanaka burgers and fries, the deep fried Oreos, the kushiyaki, the sushi. I love it all. I just want bring the bazaar back. That's my hot take. Bring it back in 2022.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, we'll get a Q&A from some of our other members now.
What's your favorite 2021 memory?
I'd have to say the 2021 virtual Obon was my favorite. It was very challenging because it was our first virtual event, but it was amazing how many volunteers stepped up to help Derek, who was our chair. We were asked to take all the online and manual orders and keep the food preparers updated on how many of their orders were coming in. We were also in charge of the setup of the pickup of the food, and my husband Brian was in charge of the traffic control outside. We learned a lot and know how to do it better next year if we have to do it. But we also were asked to collect the 100 gifts as we do each year for the raffle. And we were always amazed at how many of the members stepped up to donate and to volunteer to work the event. And I think the church is truly grateful for all their help, and we are truly blessed to have such great members. And I don't think we ever can thank them enough for all they do. And I just want to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday.
What is your favorite BCS memory?
My favorite memories at the BCS is attending all the special programs.
What's your favorite New Year's tradition?
My favorite New Year's tradition actually is on New Year's Eve. It's coming to the New Year's Eve service, then ringing the bell, hanging out with friends, and then having delicious soba after the service. And then when I get home, I like to watch the ball drop at Times Square.
What's your favorite New Year's food?
My favorite New Year's food is ozoni. I love the fact that it's so piping hot, and I love all the ingredients, especially the mochi. Growing up, my mom used to make us ozoni every New Year's Day morning, and we used to eat it before church or after church. And my mom's continued making ozoni for our whole family. Well, last year, due to COVID, we weren't able to gather in person, but we did gather over Zoom, and my mom taught me and my 3 girls how to make ozoni. I'm still perfecting my version of it, and it's not quite as good as my mom's, but she's had a lot more experience.
What is your favorite part about being the BCS's resident minister?
So much of my life, and of course my ministry, has been inspired and influenced by my life growing up here at this temple. So it's an honor and a privilege for me to share the Buddha Dharma, the teachings of the Buddha and Shinran Shonin, which has been so influential in my life. And it's a pleasure for me to share it with all of our members who helped watch me grow up. And of course, our new members who are interested in how the Buddha Dharma can affect their lives as well. So it's an honor and a privilege for me to be back home with all of you.
What's your favorite part about being a BCS member?
Being able to learn more about Japanese-based Jodo Shinshu Buddhism and to participate in Japanese-American cultural activities right here in Stockton.
What is your favorite Gatha?
Hi everyone, we were asked to tell you what our favorite Gatha is. I like to play when we see the golden sun because you guys sing. However, how about you, Alex? What do you like to play?
I don't have a real favorite Gatha. I kind of like them all.
Okay, cool. But to play because of the musicality of the song, my favorite Gatha is Seiya, and that's because that is Reverend Hasegawa's favorite Gatha. Thank you.
What's your favorite Buddhist holiday?
My favorite Buddhist holiday is Hanamatsuri. My oldest daughter was born on that day, April 8th.
What is your favorite Obon dance?
I have several favorites. Number 1 would be traditional Tankabushi or coal miners dance. Number 2 would be Shame Ondo. And with this dance, we use a folding fan or sensu. And this describes wishes for peace and harmony in the world as we dance together in joy. My other favorite is the kachi-kachi dance called Misasa Kota. And in recent years, we've switched up a little bit using Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling. I think this is a favorite with mostly everyone. They enjoy dancing this dance. As a young child, I remember watching the teachers like Michiko Ruto and Setsuko Ruto, and even my sister Nancy. And a joyful feeling always resonates inside of me when dancing these traditional and newer dances. And I hope this coming year we can gather again and dance for the Obon season in July and August. Thank you.
What's your favorite bizarre memory?
My favorite bizarre memory is sitting down and eating all the delicious bizarre food.
What's your favorite bizarre game?
My favorite bizarre game is Amazo because I like the 3 balls rolling down, and then if you get 3 in a row, it's satisfying. And also, if you do the grab bags, it's fun to see what comes out of the back. So my favorite game is, I forgot what it's called, but it's where you have to try to catch as many fish as you can with the rice paper fish net. And I remember each year my siblings and I would always try and compete to see who can catch the most without the rice paper ripping. And my second favorite game is probably bingo, because you could win so many fun prizes and it's just fun.
What are you most looking forward to in 2022?
What I look forward to next year is really dependent on our ability to get control of COVID-19. Fingers crossed that happens, because I look forward to traveling on an airplane without being required to wear a mask. I look forward to the return of in-person church services and visiting with friends I haven't seen in 21 months. But most of all, I look forward to a happy and healthy new year, not just for myself, but for everyone. Please continue to stay safe.
Our members really make the BCS what it is today. We'd like to now take this opportunity to welcome some of the new and renewed members.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the members from the past and the present for your continued support of the temple. I'd also like to take this opportunity to welcome our new members for joining us as well. There are three treasures in Buddhism: the Buddha, the Dharma, which are the teachings of the Buddha, and the community of Buddhist followers called the Sangha. And so you'd notice that the Sangha is very, very important as well. And this includes each and every one of you. What I love about the Buddhist teachings is that it includes everybody. Everyone of all walks of life are welcome to the temple to hear the Buddha Dharma and to be a part of a community. So I love this inclusivity of Buddhism, and I welcome you to join us if you haven't already done so, and we look forward to seeing you in the future when our doors are fully opened and we can be together under the roof of the temple and enjoying the Buddha Dharma together. So thank you for your membership, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.
The BCA has created a door for the under 30 crowd to enter the BCA Sangha. For just $50, young adults ages 18 to 29 may become Sangha members of the Buddhist Church of Stockton and the BCA. Thank you to Corey, Louie, and Nicole Joy for answering our questions. Corey has been a member his entire life, but is rejoining as a new young adult member. Corey had 18 years of perfect attendance for Dharma School. Nicole is a new individual member and is excited to participate in BCS events this year. What would you like to participate in this year as a new BCS member?
I think this year I'm going to be looking most forward to hopefully things opening up. That way we can all kind of get together again and see each other in person. We've had like the virtual Born and Bazaar, and we're having the virtual New Year's, which is great, but I feel like it's a little bit different, versus, actually being there and seeing someone. We've been selling a lot of fundraisers like the Obon and Bazaar, all the special services, like the New Year's service, stuff like that, the crab feed, different fundraisers. And yeah, I feel like I just haven't seen a lot of the members in a while. So I think that's what I'll be looking forward to most this year, just kind of getting to see everyone again, kind of catch up. It's been kind of tough keeping in touch with everyone just because we kind of have to keep our distance from each other. But hopefully with this year, things look better, things open up more, and we'll be allowed to be back at church again.
What is your favorite part about being a new BCS member?
Being able to rejoin the BCS Sangha has been a highlight of 2021. It's a place where I met some of my nearest and dearest friends and shared so many wonderful memories with my grandparents and family growing up. I've enjoyed reconnecting virtually during Sunday services and look forward to 2022.
To become an official member of the BCS, point your phone's camera at this QR code or visit the link below. We welcome you to become an official member of the BCS Sangha. Thank you for your support. Thank you for officially joining our community, new members. We'd also like to thank all of our community sponsors for their generosity. Thank you to our virtual event sponsors. Our $100 sponsors: Hatsumi Yamamoto, Ruby Kato, Mike Shibata, and Allison Yamamoto and Alice Fujii in honor of their grandpa and husband, Kenneth Kenzo Fujii. Our $300 sponsors: Reverend Yukiko Motoyoshi, Tami Horita Louie, CPA, Iacopi Lenz & Company, and Dr. Kenneth Shimozaki, DPM, Valley Podiatry Group. Our $500 sponsors: Charlie and Darlene Bagshaw and Alex Sakata, Reverend Candice Shibata in memory of Reverend Tesshin and Haruko Shibata. Thank you to our $1,000 sponsor, Alan Kawaguchi, MD, Knee Specialist, from Alpine Orthopaedic Medical Group, located in Stockton, California. We thank you for your generosity and support. The Buddhist Church of Stockton is still accepting donations of all sizes to this year's virtual year-end fundraiser. To make a donation, point your phone's camera at this QR code, or visit the link below. Thank you so much for your generosity.
It's been so great to hear from so many of our members. The BCS is such an incredible community to be a part of.
It really is. And well, Chad, it's been fun. So glad we've been able to reconnect for these virtual events. See you at the next one.
Definitely. We're signing off for now, but thanks again for joining us, everyone. We'll be handing it off to the Joy sisters now to wrap us up.
Our late grandfather, Peter Yagi, used to always say, "Okage-sama de," or because of you. There's really no other sentiment that truly reflects the profound and sincere nature of our gratitude. As we look back on the past year and this event, can't help but be endlessly grateful for your support. Okage-sama de. Because of you, the BCS is able to continue to be a place of compassionate teachings and Sangha. We'd like to acknowledge the following for their contributions. Thank you to Bradley Menda and the Berkeley Buddhist Temple for their streaming assistance and equipment. To Susan Bruni for her editing, Corey Louie and Chad Shimozaki for hosting, the Stockton Bukkyo Taiko for their performance, which is coming up in just a few short minutes, Mike Shibata and Candy Hayashi for their president's addresses, Carrie Wong for the Bonsho presentation, and Reverend Candice Shibata for her Dharma message. We'd also like to thank Reverend Candice Shibata, Mike Shibata, Darlene Sakata, Ruby Kato, and the BCS board for their ongoing support and guidance. We'd like to thank the following for their photo contributions, which were used in the Year in Review presentation. We have the following members and clubs to thank for the beautiful, creative, and heartfelt Nengajo that were showcased earlier. And to the following members who gave us a glimpse into what it means to be a part of the BCS Sangha. Thank you. To our chef extraordinaire, Reverend Michael Endo, thank you for teaching us how to make kimpira renkon and soba. Thank you, Reverend Candice Shibata, for your support. Darlene Bagshaw, Charlie Bagshaw, and Alex Sakata for the Zoom support. And a big shout out to our 22+ participants who joined us that evening. My sisters and I would also like to acknowledge our mentors, our Obacha Naiko Yagi and our late grandfather Peter Yagi, our parents, the BCS board, and our friends and family for their encouragement, guidance, and participation. As we look to 2022 and all that's to come, we'll now hear from our incoming BCS president, Mrs. Candy Hayashi.
Happy New Year to our Buddhist Church of Stockton family and friends. Thank you for joining us today. So for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Candy Hayashi. I am your incoming temple president, attempting to video myself, knowing full well that I'm technologically challenged and have difficulty even taking good still photos. My 2022 message to everyone today is very simple. I wish success, growth, and prosperity for our beautiful Stockton temple. We are so very fortunate to have this virtual event again this year with the involvement of even more of our younger Sangha. All of this is with the intent of creating interest, engagement, and the perpetuation of the Buddhist teachings. I wish for all of you happiness, prosperity, and most of all, good health. as we enter yet another year of this COVID pandemic. As if life in normal times wasn't challenging enough, the overshadowing of the COVID-19 virus has taught us all to appreciate all that we have and all that we have lost even more. 2022 will continue to be a challenge as many decisions need to be made regarding what is safe for our temple, what is safe for our community and Sangha, what we can do and what we can't do given the many constraints. So these many interconnected pieces form a very, very complex puzzle. But we will continue to assess and move forward toward our goal of opening up once again. Until that time when we can all be together again, I wish you a very happy new year. Be happy and well, and I look forward to the day we can all gather on our beautiful temple grounds and be together. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much for your wonderful message, Candy. And thank you so much to everyone who joined us on the live stream today to ring in the new year.
We hope to see you in 2022. And now, without further ado, we'd like to hand it over to the Stockton Bukkyo Taiko Club to close the program out.
Take it away.